My beautiful Sagittarians, and welcome to your late September heading into October love reading. Hope you're doing well. I have done a pre-shuffle, so let's get started. From what I can see, someone did something that was unfair to you. There was some sort of injustice that affected your connection recently, and I feel like it could have been someone external to your relationship. I'm getting that there's a few meddlers in the midst here. I'm getting a number of individuals. I'm getting cards like, well, you can see these two cards. Look how many people seem to be involved. I'm getting there could have been a revelation about something that you may or may not have done in the past. We have the Tower card, so that's the revelation, and the Eight of Wands. I know it's an unusual deck, this one. Okay, it's not going to really make sense, the images. But just go along with it. I use all sorts of different decks. So the Eight of Wands next to the Tower card is telling me all of a sudden there was this unexpected revelation. It would probably had something to do with your past, because we have the Six of Cups here. It could be to do with an ex, because we've got the Lovers in the reverse. So it could be a third party, but why I'm getting an ex, just bear with me. It was because there are two queens close to the top of the deck. And look at the two women in this card. So we've got the Queen of Swords and we have the Queen of Wands here. Okay. The Moon card is close to the top of the deck, so that would fit with a revelation, something coming to light, something that was hidden. And we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, so this can sometimes be a lie. When the Ace of Swords, which is a card about truth, clarity, a breakthrough, communication, when it's in the reverse, it can sometimes be a lie. It can also mean that someone hasn't wiped the slate clean, which is why it could be an ex coming back in to kind of mess things up a little bit, create a little bit of chaos, the Tower. And so there's a bit of confusion around this whole connection now, because the Ace of Swords in the reverse talks about a lack of clarity. So let's have a look and see what your person of interest is feeling towards you. We'll do the mixed emotions cards first. Angels and Spirit, how does Sagittarius's person of interest feel about them, please? Ooh, they're feeling remorseful, they're feeling regretful. They're feeling sorry, they're feeling repentant. Okay, interesting. So it could have been they were the one that lied and you have come to realize what the truth is. They're trying to keep the faith in this situation. All right, I am getting a sense of shame from this person, all right? So it could have been that an injustice was committed against you by your person of interest, and it was revealed by a third party, but they still hold hope for this connection, okay? Yeah, what did I say? There is confusion around this situation. Maybe they don't know if you're going to forgive them. You don't know where you stand. They don't know where they stand. Show me two more cards for the other person, the person of interest that Sagittarius is dealing with. All right, they are sad. They're heartbroken. Look at this card. I feel like they don't know what to do. They're overwhelmed by this whole entire situation, and that would fit well with the Eight of Wands and the Tower card. The Eight of Wands is fast moving energy, and there's a lot of energy, you know, and the Tower, obviously that's upheaval, that's chaos. They're resentful towards the person that got involved, okay? That's this card here. All right. I'm just gonna pause actually because I'm running out of battery, so I'll be back. Okay, Sagittarius, I am back, and I continued to shuffle while my phone was charging, even though it didn't really charge much. And I'm getting the same story, okay? Spirit is showing me there is someone creating mischief in this connection. Look, there's the mischief card. There was some revelation. We've got truth be told. It doesn't necessarily mean that the revelation was truthful, but you might wish to be heard. You might wish for your side of the story to come out in this situation, because I do sense a level of unfairness and injustice here. You've got a fiery climax approaches. So whatever this revelation was, it definitely rattled the connection, the foundations. It really called the whole connection into question. Look, even in the Tarot of Sexual Magic, you've got these two cards, and in the background you can see people looking in, okay, through the windows. All right, so I can see clearly there are people meddling, there are people sticking their nose in your private business. And for a time you may not have been aware of it, because we've got the Eight of Swords. Now, this could simply just mean that you feel powerless in this situation, you feel stuck. And, you know, we got that in this card as well, the Trapped card, feeling cornered, feeling stuck. And see these butterflies in the background? I can see, you know, them as people. And there were no surprises when the Five of Wands came out. This is a card about external influences. There are other people causing unrest in this connection. This is a card about strife. This is a card about external conflict and influences. And we have the Empress card here. And it's almost like the Empress is watching the two rabbits go at it. See the two rabbits? So another outside influence. Then we've got the Three of Cups. Obviously talks about third-party situations, but also friends who are influencing this connection. Your person would say, if they could, I wish I could take back the things that I said. And is it possible to forgive and forget? All right, so they are feeling remorseful for whatever's gone down here. And even I got the same messages in these cards. Look, we've got hidden enemy. We've got anxiety. I feel like this is your anxiety because you lack control in this situation. Scandal. So obviously a piece of information that you wished to keep private has come out. And whoever was the culprit was out of jealousy. It was out of jealousy. Maybe they wanted your person of interest, and that was their strategy to kind of corrupt this connection so that they could, you know, interfere in some way. Your advice, you've got own power. It says, take back your power from everyone and everything. You give your power away when you blame and project on others. Take responsibility for your feelings and your creations, and you will take your power back. And the affirmation is, I am totally responsible for my feelings and my creations. Okay, and another card here is talking about taking personal responsibility. And this card here, the warning card, just talks about other people not having the best intentions, and we already know that. We have someone who's jealous, we have meddling family members or friends, and this card is simply saying that sometimes people do things to make themselves feel better, or to protect themselves, and unfortunately others, i.e. you or me, get hurt in the process. So there is a need for you to be careful. There is a need for you to see things with compassion and proceed with caution. And you got this card here, the Fates, and this was a really, really good message for you. I'll read it out. It says, other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be, so that you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? So it's spirit saying everything happens for a reason. Even if this was an injustice, even if this was hurtful, even if this revelation was supposed to not happen, now is the time to accept what you can't change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we can't direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better person of yourself as a result of it. Okay, if that provides you any comfort. So it's difficult at the moment. Not only did you have the Tower in here, but, you know, 8 of Swords, a fiery climax, 5 of Wands. It's difficult at the moment, but remember that Mars is retrograde, and Mars rules war, aggression, conflict, energy. So people are feeling quite drained while Mars is moving backwards. And Mars is the planet of passion. So I feel like you might be feeling the impacts quite strongly this month. Heading into October, things might be going a little bit awry, but don't stress. Mars will be turning direct on the 13th of November. This pain that you're feeling is only temporary. You might be feeling disheartened, disappointed. I've got dissatisfaction and discouraged here. So, but you will pick yourself back up. You will stand in your power again. Take back your power that you've relinquished to others. Let me know in the comments if this has resonated with you. I always appreciate your feedback, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye.